Hello everyone, welcome back to the study of milk frothing. After the study of the hot eye method and the blender theory, you are now changing the game. No matter if it is consistency or accuracy for milk frothing, you'll be much better than many baristas out there. So today, we are going to talk about something that happened after the foam creating part, which is the whirlpool effect. The whirlpool effect is what makes our milk shinier after we have created the bubbles at the beginning. And a good whirlpool can be able to let the milk and foam combine well together during the frothing process. But the whirlpool itself is not enough to make our milk foam quality becoming more solid. That's why we need a Vortex. Basically, the difference between whirlpool and Vortex is straightforward. Whirlpool is the circular motion on top of the milk during the milk frothing process, and Vortex is the proper term for whirlpool, which has a downdraft or a sucking object. Without the Vortex, the bubbles that you have created on top of the milk won't be combined well together with the milk at the bottom. See, the next question is, what if I didn't see an obvious downdraft in my milk? Why is it the Vortex didn't happen during the milk frothing process? Actually, the Vortex appearance is based on your steam pressure. If your steam pressure is low, it might not be very obvious, but if your steam pressure is strong, it will be more obvious. But no matter what, it must be somewhere around the surface. For example, like mine, the Vortex is not as obvious as some of you, but I know where is it. If you are not sure where your Vortex is, you feel unsafe without seeing it, here's the way to find out. First, get some water in your jug and just froth it like how you froth your milk. By frothing clear water, you can able to see where your Vortex actually appears. See? It shows that my Vortex is appearing at this spot right here. Just when it comes to frothing milk, it is not obvious due to the steam. Alright, you don't have to worry about the Vortex because it will happen anyway. Just you need to know where is it by frothing clear water. But the next thing that I want to tell is more important. So as we know that we should lift up our pitcher after we have creating the foam, right? But do you know that actually the moment when you turn on the steam, the whirlpool will become bigger and bigger until it becomes stable? Or I would say, the whirlpool will become bigger before it reaches the limit. Let me explain to you. Here I've prepared a transparent glass and some water inside. And what I'm going to show you is the whole process of the whirlpool and Vortex from small to big and stable. Imagine this entire process is milk frothing. So what will happen is when you turn on the steam, the water will start to spin. But in the first few seconds, you can see there is no Vortex happen yet, which is the time when you're creating the foam. After a while, the Vortex started to happen, but it is small. This is the time when you lift up your pitcher. Now look, after we lift up our pitcher, the Vortex is still growing and it is getting bigger and bigger. But it will be stable and stop getting bigger when it reaches a limit. Alright guys, why am I showing you and telling you about this? Not sure if you guys noticed that I actually lift up my pitcher a few times after I have created the foam. Let's take a look. Did you see it? Why am I doing this is because I understand the theory behind the Vortex, and this is exactly what I've shown you just now with a glass of water. If the Vortex is getting bigger but you didn't lift up your pitcher again, you will accidentally create foam. Because hot eye method is we create foam when the Vortex is not happening yet. By the time we have created foam and lift up our pitcher, the Vortex just started to get bigger. This means the surface will go deeper when the vortex is growing, and your steam tip will show up again. If you are not lifting your pitcher again, it will accidentally create more foam. Now, let me show you what will happen if I just did one lifting. All clear? This is something that might not be useful for you at the moment, but when it comes to using other machines or if you are using smaller pitcher to froth, this will be the best troubleshooting way to avoid mistakes happen. A smaller pitcher will have a narrow space in the pitcher, so it will cause the vortex to grow faster and bigger during the milk frothing process. Obviously, one lift up will never be enough. If you are asking, how should I know when I need to do the next lifting? To be honest, I can't give you an exact timing, but what I can tell you is that if you listen there's another hissing happen after the first time you lift up the pitcher, then you should lift up your pitcher again fast and quick. But if it doesn't happen to have extra hissing, it is all good to stay in the same position. End of the day, troubleshooting is the key. The more troubleshooting knowledge and methods you have, the more flexible you will be. So I hope you can be better by implementing my methods, and ultimately, I hope it can help you to make better latte arts. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next lesson.